Oh, didn't do this. Top of the morning. Hold on, I'll be there in a second, y'all. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know, right? Here we go.
This is JP
Hey,
Banks.
hey,
They ain't know me back then.
hey, but I bet they know me now. They ain't show us love back then, but I bet they show it now. They ain't wanna call back then, they just calling for me now. They ain't cut the check back then, hey, but I bet they cut it now. They ain't let us up, so we had to shut it down. Started from the bottom,
Yeah, we got it off the ground. When you know that you a king, you don't care about the crown. Can't be in the game when you standing out of bounds. Me, I'm in the game like a CA. Born and raised, I'm from LA, CA. Highly educated, got an MA and a BA. And every day it costs me, so I ain't got a free day.
The bags got me
Come on, man.
Looking under my eyelids.
I keep an eye out for the money. I'm a
pirate.
flame stay lit.
Gas stove pilot.
Can live with disappointment, but regret I cannot die with. Nah, they ain't know me back then. Hey, but I bet they know me now. What's up? Top of the morning to ya. Guess what today is? If you didn't know, today is not only Wednesday. We know that already. We know that today is Wednesday, but let's not speak of the obvious. Let's talk about what day it really is. What today really is the best day of your life, goddammit. Today is the goddamn best day of your life. It has to be. It has to be. If you don't think so, you don't even have a chance.
Church.
You don't even have a
Do it in the
chance.
streets. You do it at home.
You don't even have a chance
The rest is bullshit.
at it being the best day. So top of the morning, thank you for tuning in. I know this ain't your first time, but if it's your first time, you in for a treat today. If it's not your first time, you still in for a treat today. I'm excited. I'm excited today specifically because I feel big. I feel big. I know what that truly is. Like, I feel large. I feel like I take up space. I feel like I mean something to the environment that I'm in. I feel like I add value to any space I enter. The confidence to know that you add value to no matter what space you enter. You know, it's interesting. It's very interesting how the more I feel like I become more valuable to the marketplace, the more I feel like I add value to the spaces that I enter. I don't want to say the more antisocial I get, but the more I become distant or more likely to introduce myself to people, or I'm less likely to, I don't know what that is. I can't explain it, y'all. I'm trying to figure it out. So I'm talking through this with y'all today. Today you in for a treat because we're going to have an experience together where I'm trying to find out some information about myself. I'm going to have this conversation with me so that way I can find out what's going on with myself. I want to know what's happening. I want to research. I want to have that process of self-analysis. I want to have the process of self-awareness, the real actual process of self-awareness, to see yourself doing something as you're doing it, to be able to literally review who you are. The process of reviewing you, the process of saying, man, look, I can literally look at myself from a third person point of view, from an outside perspective, and give myself advice on me on how to be better, how to change, how to keep things the same. Just being able to give myself the same respect I would give somebody else and telling them how they can improve. Why can't I sit there and have that same self-analysis on me and tell myself how to improve on myself? So that's what I'm about to share with y'all today, because that's what I'm on right now. Believe it or not, I'm trying to work on becoming more social, ladies and gentlemen. Most people I talk to is because I have to talk to them. So that's kind of been where I've been at. If I don't have to talk to you, then I won't. I don't know if that's a good trait or a bad trait. I mean, there's no such thing as good or bad. There just is. But maybe I'm starting to realize maybe it's not necessarily that and I could be justifying. Y'all tell me. Sometimes we make things make sense so that way it adds up in our own head. But that's part of the process of self-analysis. I'm just not sold on anything I tell myself I'm willing to change. Nevertheless, is that the best process to be less social to people you don't know? Like, I'm less likely to meet a new person unless it has something to do. If it's somebody that I'm meeting them because I know somebody else, nevertheless, but I won't like go introduce myself unless I feel like it's personally beneficial or beneficial to the business that I'm in. I don't know, y'all. I'm having experience trying to figure this part about myself out. Like, I have not figured this part about me yet. Like, I talk to people I know, and I know a lot of people already, which could be part of the case. But if I have no real reason to actually meet somebody or introduce myself or have an introduction, like I won't actually do it. I won't go seek certain I don't know. I don't know, y'all. This is confusing to me, and I'm sharing this with y'all because I'm normal. I'm normal. Well, I'm not normal. I'm sorry, but let me correct myself right now. That I am not normal. Excuse me. No, I'm not. But I'm having an experience that people can relate to, especially people listening to this show. So it's a normal experience for them. Man, some of the best people I know, seriously, and I'm starting to think that maybe this is a level that I'm supposed to grow into. The best people I know, the most successful people I know, the people I look at as like, yo, like I run with you, or people I see that's peers to me. Also, I feel like having the same experience. Like maybe it's because I'm less. I don't know, man. I don't know, y'all. I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe because I know that most people are full of it, so I just want to lower my chances of meeting a person that's full of it. Maybe that's what it is. Because I'll definitely meet somebody that I should meet. Or if I'm privy to who they are, I'll definitely introduce myself. I know this person is going to be beneficial to my life, and I can be beneficial to their life. When it's a known, it's like I do it, but I don't know. I feel like maybe like I don't find myself wanting to go out public places as often. Not like to eat dinner, but like parties, and unless I know the person, unless I know who I'm with. But it's like the social aspect of life has decreased, and maybe because a lot of my life is social. It's a social experience. I'm around a lot of people often. I don't know. Like I told you, I'm trying to figure out how this experience is supposed to happen. But even in then, y'all see, that's my process of trying to self-analyze myself. Given that example, how are you self-analyzing yourself? What self-awareness practices are you taking? Y'all see, I am in a process right now. I showed y'all that, and I expressed that to y'all so y'all can understand. I'm in a process of thinking about how I am when I am in front of other people. I'm thinking how I am in social environment. I'm thinking about how I affect my environment. I started off the show, I said, man, I feel big. I feel big. I feel huge. I think because I know how valuable I am. It takes time. It takes a process to actually start agreeing with your own value. And by the way, I probably still undervalue myself, and most of us do. I probably still undervalue myself. Most people undervalue themselves, and other people value them higher than they value themselves. That's just what it is. So maybe let's try something different. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all with me? Y'all want to try something different? Let's try to overvalue ourselves. You know, the greatest example I can think of overvaluing is what LeVar Ball did for his sons. He overvalued them when they were in high school. Not saying that they weren't good, but I'm saying that, I mean, he was like, they better than Michael Jordan. Like, he just put the value, I mean, even though we obviously there wasn't at that point, but the fact that he put the value on them so high that they probably grew past the point they would have grown and still are growing, yet he had not set the bar so high. So maybe you should overvalue yourself. Maybe that's a good practice. Maybe at this point in time will be a good opportunity for you to actually reevaluate. Let me ask you a question, because I had to just figure this out now that we're moving into a new place of business, and this can be public information. The good news now, we have onboarded, we have an accountant, and our accountant was like, yo, like, we got to see how much your company's worth. I've never ever looked at the good news out. I wonder how much it's worth. Let me ask you a question, ladies and gentlemen. How much are you worth? How much are you worth? And I'm not just talking about monetarily, because when we're talking about you, it's so much deeper than money. But how much are you worth to the people you serve, to the people that's counting on you? How much are you worth, and to how many people are you worth it? How do you value yourself? Are you worth $1 million? If you have to put a monetary value on yourself, how much you think you're worth? Well, all that you know, or all the people that you affect, how much do you think that you're worth as an individual? What a strange experience to have to put a monetary value, but let's just do it because we're talking business. And business and emotions have no place. They don't exist. It's like water and oil. They don't come together. They're always separate. If you don't think that your life is somewhat of a business, you're definitely mistaken. So from a business perspective of your life, how much is your life worth? Let me ask you a question. How replaceable are you? Everything that you do, all the people you affect, can you be replaced? At your place of work, your business, can you be replaced? And if you can be replaced, see, let me tell you something. I love certain people. I see Troy just hopped in the chat. And I'm gonna use him as an example. For what he does, there's no way he can be replaced. If you take Troy out of that, there is no flaw. You see what I'm saying? It's irreplaceable. That's super valuable. So let me ask you a question. What you do, can you be replaced? Raising your value, as Jim Rohn says, raising your value by working on you. What does working on you look like? Well, let's start with what I just did earlier. Self-analysis. The first place to start working on yourself is first having a process of self-analysis. Self-analysis. That means I am monitoring my actions. Listen to what I'm saying, y'all. I'm intentionally monitoring my actions so that way I can go back and think about and look, and in sports terms, watch film on my own life to see what I did right and what I did wrong, or what I could do better on. I said this on some former shows. Do you grade yourself often? Have you ever given yourself a letter grade for today? Like, yo, how good did I do today? Whatever your life, is contingent upon being a father, being a mother, son, whatever it is. How did you do at being who you're supposed to be today? A, B, were you kind? Were you patient? Were you snappy? Were you complaining today? A lot of people are really afraid to have that self-awareness conversation, that self-analysis process. It's uncomfortable. Hell yes, uncomfortable. That's the best part, though. It's uncomfortable to sit there and sit with thought. I dare you. I dare you. I triple dog dare you to sit with yourself today for some hours and get to know yourself. I dare you. You probably won't do it. It's way too scary. After 10 minutes, you don't know what to do anymore. You gotta check your phone because getting to know you is way too uncomfortable. So afraid to get to know yourself. It's so because it's so uncomfortable. I'm telling you the truth. Self-analysis, having that conversation. Y'all, if you just now tuning in, you're gonna have to go back and listen to it again because I was having a process. I was showing y'all. I'm trying to go through the process of analyzing me and realizing, am I doing good or am I doing okay? How am I doing in this area of life? And for me, it was socially. I realized I become more uncomfortable. And so even people I know I haven't seen in a while, it's uncomfortable. I don't know how they see me. It's like, I don't know. It's been a while. And then, you know, in just a moment of me being I'll have a moment of vulnerability with everybody that's here. It's weird for me when people ask me how I'm doing. Or it's very strange for me when people ask me, man, like, what you been up to? Or, you know, hey, man, everything's still going well. Like, I know what the answer is expected to be. It's expected to be, oh, everything is good. It's all great. Like, that's just what people want, just to affirm what they want. But it's like, I can't even give that answer no more because it's so much. Where do I now be telling people, where do I start? You want me to start at the kids? I can start at the kids. The kids are doing, hey, if I'm doing all right, they doing better than me. That's always my answer. How the kids doing, man? I'm doing great, so they doing better than me. Off top. But it's very strange. So I'm trying to figure out how I am in these social settings. That's like my self-awareness process. I'm really trying to monitor myself and say, man, Keith, are you... Anyway, you got to go back to the beginning of the show. That's just me having the conversation with myself and showing y'all the example of what it's like for me to have that conversation with me. Yeah, it's definitely uncomfortable. I'm trying to find out, am I saying the right things? Am I giving people enough attention? I feel like I'm becoming antisocial, but I'm not because I'm around so many people and I'm always meeting new people. But it's like my intention on meeting people. It's to the point I meet so many people now, and I think maybe I have, that I don't even try to remember people's names. I say my name, and then I meet them, and I hear their name, and I don't even remember, right? They just told me. It's like I didn't even have the intention on remembering the name when I met them, and I know that's a bad thing. So you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm having this moment of self-awareness, self-analysis, and I need to keep thinking about that so that way when I meet somebody today, and I'm gonna meet a lot of people today, actually, I got some meetings, and I meet people tomorrow, I'm intentional about remembering their names, but I may be because I know it's a meeting. You know, if I'm meeting somebody, oh, this is my brother, this is my cousin, such and such, and they may do some cool ass shit that I don't know. I'm not even remembering their name. I mean, anyways, I'm done with that. That's just the experience that I'm trying to share with y'all so I can know that there's parts of me that I'm working on too. It's you know, it's like every process, every new step, every time you grow to the next level, shit changes. It's different than it was before. Like, it's totally different now than it was when I was at the basement. It's totally different. I met way more people. I've got some, I mean, it's once again, I realize who I am. I realize who I am. And I realize I'm gonna meet a lot of people. I'll continue. I meet somebody new damn near every day. But I feel like the more people I meet, the more antisocial I'm becoming. Anyways, y'all not here for that process with me. Y'all here for what y'all want, what y'all need. And what y'all need is to have the same moment of self-analysis in any area. Sometimes I'm focused on, man, I need to be a better leader. Some of y'all need to become a better leader so y'all can lead y'all team. Some of y'all need to become a better leader so you can get a team. Some of y'all need a team. The reason why y'all won't get a team because y'all refuse to become better leaders. Y'all refuse to accept the fact that that's the analysis you need to focus on. And here's the thing. You may know you need to work on that and you still won't do it. Why do people know what they need to work on and won't work on it? How many conversations I've had where people say, man, I need to start working out. Well, then why don't you go work out if you know you need to do it? Why won't you do what you already know you should do? Why won't you? You already know the answer to your problem. You already know the solution to your challenge. Why won't you do it? Because it's uncomfortable. You gotta change who you are. You gotta change some of your actions. You gotta change. You gotta have that uncomfortable conversation with yourself. It's too uncomfortable. You ain't used to it. I'm here to tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, if you continue to do what's comfortable, matter of fact, let me say it like this in layman's terms. If you continue to do what's easy, life will be hard. Does that make sense? If you continue to do what's easy, life will be hard. If you do what's hard or what seems to be hard, life will be easy. I was just having this conversation with my buddy Flip this morning. My man is a genius. My man has figured it out. He's cracked his own code to his own success, his own fortune. All the work he's done has led up to where he's at now. And now he was like, man, like I feel like the more I make, almost like the less I'm doing. And I was like, nah, bro, you just already have put in the work. You already did what was hard. Now it's supposed to be easy. Like how many hours you stayed, how many times you done this, bro? Like you got to this point. So if you do what's hard, life will be easy. Y'all won't do the hard work on yourself. My brother Terrence in the chat, he said, I appreciate you being vulnerable, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all, having that moment with me. I don't know how this goes. I don't have the answers. I'm still trying to figure out myself too. I'm still trying to figure out how to get to the next level. I'm not no billionaire. Hell, I'm not even a millionaire. I'm trying to get there too. I'm just sharing y'all with my process and what it looks like. My road to $1 million is totally different than everybody else's road to $1 million. But what does stay the same is the principles. It don't matter if you own a liquor store. It don't matter what you own. We all reading the same books. You see what I'm saying? It don't matter what business you in. We all at the same seminar. Excuse me. The principles stay the same no matter what. Leadership stays. Building a team is the same no matter what. Leadership is underrated. Self-analysis is underrated. Even if you don't have a team, if you study leadership, you lead people right into your business. People follow people. Understand. If they trust you, they trust your product. Do you hear what I just said? If they trust you, they trust your product. So if you work on being more trustworthy, come on, man. Y'all tell me if I'm saying something different. My business is based on living a social experience. Radio, podcast, media, social media. If you want to call it social, whatever you want to call it, it's social. I know I got to work on being more social. But guess what I do have? A fucking awesome team. I got Mike Kell. He's the most social person in the world. Now I'll be looking at what he doing. Do you hear what I'm saying? I'm a leader. Even good leaders know when to follow, though. A good leader say, "Hey, man, I'm gonna let you lead this one. I'm gonna back you up." I heard a quote or something like that. Maybe it was a movie or something. I don't know, but it was saying like, where should the leader be, or where on the bus should the leader be? Should the leader sit at the front of the bus, the back of the bus? Where should the leader sit? Most people say leader should sit at the front. At the front so he can lead, or the back so he can see everything. The best answer I heard was a leader sits wherever is necessary. Sometimes the best leader got to be second fiddle. Sometimes the best leader got to play receiver and not quarterback. Y'all don't understand what I'm saying. It's a skill I've learned over time. Great leaders ain't always in the front. It's not supposed to be. So in this area that we're talking about, I'm working on being more social. When we go out somewhere, I know he's Michael. He's like mastered it. Like seriously, he's mastered creating relationships with celebrities. I mean, whoever, he's mastered it. Anybody we need to talk to, business relationship, he's mastered it. He's mastered building the relationship, making the connection. That's who he is. So I'll do whatever he's doing. Long story short, self-analysis. Understanding what you need to work on, and the only way to get to the answer is by having true moments of self-awareness. My ladies and gentlemen, true moments of self-awareness. Before we get out of here today, I want to say something I ain't said in a long time, ladies and gentlemen. A long time. And I want you to remember this as you go into this Wednesday. Somebody gave you one chance. Hear me out. If somebody gave you a golden ticket and said, hey, with this golden ticket, if I give it to you, listen, if I give you this golden ticket will allow you to get everything you want, have as much money as you want, to live wherever you want to live, to decide whatever life you want to have, to decide whatever you want out of the universe, whatever you can think of, you can have it. With this golden ticket, now only with this golden ticket, if you don't want, I ain't gonna give it to you. With this golden ticket, you could do, have, live, create, whatever you want. The crazy thing about that golden ticket, ladies and gentlemen, is we all have it. It's called a chance at life. Somebody gave you a golden ticket to create, have, do, be, whatever you want. Make sure you cash in on your golden ticket before it expires. Before it expires, because it most definitely will. That's a guaranteed promise. It's the only thing that is promised. Yeah, people done figured out taxes. They ain't figured out death. They say death and taxes. People done figured out taxes, but they ain't figured out death. Cash in your golden ticket. Do live however you want. You got one shot. There's two things you're going to live on your deathbed with. A bag of disappointments or a bag of regrets. The bag of disappointments weighs ounces. The bag of regrets weighs tons. You know what I'm saying? can live with disappointment, but regret cannot die with. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. Much love. I thank y'all for allowing me to be vulnerable today. Like I said, I really needed this for real because I've really been having this like internal battle inside myself. So thank y'all for allowing me to kind of like scramble my brain through it and get through the process a little bit. Still more conversation that needs to be had with myself. So I'm gonna go and I do that throughout the day. But first thing I'm gonna go do right now is go run, because that's gonna be my opportunity to really have some of them conversations with myself, because it's just me out there and I have to beat myself. And I'm looking forward to beating myself. And I'm looking forward to the end of the run more than I care about the process of it. I'm looking forward to that feeling. So I'm gonna go do that. Make sure y'all go do something to build yourself. Remember, cash your golden ticket in before it's too late. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been real, and I'm out of here.